Hello friends, how are you? I hope you well there. Today's topic is how to speak English fluent. Therefore, in this video, I will talk in English. So, let's begin start with this interesting topic without any loss of time. There are many different ways to speak English fluently. If you ask some persons that how to speak English fluently, these tips will be so very different of different peoples. But these tips are also correct. Nowadays, students search on Google, YouTube or other websites that's how to speak English fluently. They follow some tips for some days and after some days they forget. It is not a problem. The actual problem is that whenever a message come to your father's mobile, he would come to you and ask that what is the meaning of its message. At that time, you don't know the meaning of that message. I am sure you must be scolded by your father, and at the time you will be think that I should have to learn English and like this search on websites and after then forget. Just example, now you are watching my video and I will tell you some tips and after some days you forget my tips. If you do like this again and again, then you cannot speak English fluently in this bar. So I request you to follow some tips for the long time. Definitely you will able to speak English fluently. Therefore, in this video, I am going to tell you most 5 important tips which one I follow. First one, read the English newspaper. Try to read the English newspaper 1 hour daily or more than 1 hour. That depend upon you. Whenever you are reading, at that time you should not have to skip that word which one is new for you. Instead, you should have to search that words in your own language and try to remember. And the second one is make sentence. Try to make approximately 5 sentences of the word which one is new for you, so that you will know very well two that words. And one thing makes easy sentence, and these tips use regularly in your life. And the third one is listen to music. Who don't like to listen to music? All the people made for the music. But we are talking about the English, so I recommended you to listen the English song music. I am not telling you to enjoy the song, but try to listen the music carefully and recognize the word and understand. Whenever a new word comes, find the paper and pen and write down to the word. Whenever you go to outside from the house, try to remember to that words. Do you know why we are not strong in English? Because in our surrounding or society, they do not talk in English. That is the main reason for weak in English. If I talk about me, I was very poor in English and I thought I should have to learn English for the conversation. Not only conversation but also for the official work. And finally I can talk with other person in English to English. And the fourth one is watch the English subtitles movie. You know very well all the people love to watch the movie. Most of the children sit together and watch the movie. That was so very wonderful day at the time of my childhood. But I will recommend to watch the English subtitles movie. It means whenever they talk anything, that will be so like this. When you do not understand the word, then pause the video and try to know the words in your own language, like English to Odia, English to Hindi. That's depend upon you in which language do you want to translate. And the last one is conversation. Conversation is the most important tips than other tips according to me. Whenever you go to wander, try to think in English in your mind. Like you are going to a long distance on the bicycle, you can make sentences to see the nature. Actually, this is my idea I am sharing with you. And you can conversation in front of a mirror so that the confidence of speaking English will gradually increases. And the other one is open the video camera of your mobile and try to say a story in front of your mobile. You can also talk with your teacher. Be afraid of what the teacher will say if I make a mistake, because failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of success. I hope this video will helpful for you. So shall we see a next video? Jai Hind.